Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Going On. So the 990 tax form for the Archwell Foundation scam of Harry and Meghan was made available, and it looks like there is a lot of shady stuff, from donations to Joe Biden's daughter all the way to online censorship, and I mean that literally. So the first thing, we have a few things here. The first thing is that they got a $5 million donation from an anonymous person. Now, why is that not surprising? Because these people always deal in shady doings like that. Now, if you or I, if our business got $5 million from someone and we didn't tell anyone who it was, more than likely, the United States government would come after us because you or I, we are normal people. But since these two douchebags are in fact people in the upper echelon royal circles, that's the king's son, as you know, I always say, of course, nothing is actually going to happen to them. So according to their charity's tax form for the year 2023, it was donated by a person who is not named. Now, just imagine if you did that. Just imagine if I did that. Just imagine. Okay? But no, that's never going to happen. Okay, and that's why these people are so hated, because it's very obvious, just like the visa thing for Harry, exactly like that. It's very obvious that these people can get away with whatever they want. So the next part is, of course, the new connection that is confirmed between the two morons and Joe Biden. And remember, before the election, oh, Harry and Meghan, they're not connected to any political party. They're neutral. Yeah, bullshit. We all knew that these two people were liberal, woke douchebags who could have, if they could have, they would have said, yes, we want to endorse Joe Biden. But they couldn't because of their titles. I think we can both agree on that, you and I. But now it comes to be, the connection is made where $250,000 was donated to Ashley Biden's Women's Wellness, which is, you know, one of those things for sexism, because Meghan Markle always does sexism in that way, where if it's, you know, made by a woman or whatever by a woman or blah, 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 a woman, it's just pure sexism. So, which I would answer to that, hey, Meghan, does that mean that we can donate to men's only stuff? Because Meghan does women's only? No, we can't, because as normal people, that would be considered sexist. Now, this last one, and I want you to see this, because literally, the words, I want you to read these words, all right? Look at this. This is the sustainable media, all right? This is what they donated to also that was said on their 990. And just read these words with me. The state of social media today is not sustainable. Remember that word. It doesn't sustain the health and well-being of our children, of our society, or our democracy. There it is right there. We all know what that word means, our democracy. So then it goes on, in its current incarnation, it profits from monetizing hate, which means just not going along with the main narrative, the mainstream media narrative. We aim to build the future of sustainable media. There it is again, right? Sustainable. Now, we're going to move forward a little bit. Sustainability is not about the physical environment. See? So that's why I told you, pay attention to that word, because it's not even real. They don't even mean it. It's not even in the use of the real word definition of sustainable. It's just a word that they're using to make something seem as if it's okay, right? So there it is right there. Now let's end it right here at the bottom. If media companies' underlying economic survival requires funds generated from platforms that make substantial revenue from amplification of misinformation, we all know what that means. It just means it doesn't go along with the mainstream narrative. These media are not sustainable. Do you see? This right here, Meghan Markle, is busted. She is literally lying in the word sustainable, because I'll show it again right before the end. Sustainability is not about the physical environment. So it's literally the same exact thing as people on the left, what they do. Oh, well, you're racist, you're sexist, you're the N-word for the guy with the mustache from the 1940s. You know that guy? That's what you are. Essentially, what they're doing is, if something, a media company, if it doesn't align with the mainstream narrative, then it will simply be labeled unsustainable. And that means that that media company should no longer be in existence.